Dwemer certainly knew how to build for the ages. These towers have outlasted their creators by millennia. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it.
Time to die! Lucky hit!
Dwemer of Nachardak appear to have been fond of these control pedestals. Luckily, I found a cube to operate it inside on my last visit. I sealed the door when I left to keep out ignorant meddlers. Let me unlock it. The book is just inside. You can see the book right here. So tantalizingly close. But trust me, no magic will open that. I'd have had the book already, if it could. No, we'll have to do this the hard way. If we can restore the steam supply to this room, I'm certain I can open it. As you'll see, that's easier said than done. This way to the boilers. Follow me. The last time I was here, I only explored a small part of the ruins. I was here alone then, and I find an assistant is absolutely essential for this kind of dirty, dangerous work. Nachardak, the city of 100 towers. In its day, it was the largest of the great Dwemer archives, and perhaps the most advanced. In the old stories, when the Nords came to conquer it, it's said that Dwemer submerged the entire city beneath the sea until the invaders gave up. I have my doubts, but the city was a marvel of Dwemer engineering, now reduced to this. As you can see, most of the lower levels of the city are flooded, but it isn't hopeless. The old Dwemer pumps still seem to work. Watch. But the pumps only operate when a cube is in the pedestal. Unfortunately, I only have one cube. These 4 boilers provide steam to the room upstairs. They're shut down, but they still respond to the control cubes. So, if we can find 4 more cubes, we can turn these boilers back on and restore steam power to the room upstairs. Then I should be able to open the book's protective case. Bring that cube. We'll need it. Shows the location of 4 more cubes in this section of the city. It looks like most of the cubes were moved to the lower levels, perhaps to try to control the flooding before the city was abandoned. Interesting. That would suggest that the city must have originally sunk during the first cataclysm of Red Mountain. Or that the Dwemer's servitors continued to try to preserve the city after their creator's disappearance. 3 of the cubes are through here. This seems like a sensible place to start. You should be able to unseal this door with the control cube I gave you. I hope the rest of the cubes are this easy to find. Knowing that Dwemer has rather done it. These must be the great workshops of Nachardak. Impressive, even in ruins. In the city's days of glory, it was reputed to be able to assemble a complete automaton in a single day. Much of the Dwemer's army at the Battle of Red Mountain must have come from here. It looks like we'll need to lower the water level to make any more progress. Ah, good. Now we can see if we can find a way to get that mix. Damn you! What has Let's see where this leads. We still have cubes to find. There's a passage up there. We could reach it if the water level was higher. Across the collapsed part of the passage and reach the other side. Victorious again. By my count, we've found a total of 4 cubes, assuming you haven't dropped anything. You'll need to lower the water level before we can proceed any further. Somewhere through the northern door. We won't be able to open it until the water level is lower. We need to find enough control cubes to keep the pump. The last cube is somewhere in here. Hope it won't require more swimming around in this filth. It's up there. But how to reach it? We'll need to get all 3 of these bridges down in order to reach the pump control. We'll need to get all 3 of these bridges down in order to reach the pump control. That's it. Don't touch anything else. Quickly now. Nothing like for my life. Who's there? Aha! I'm getting tired of waiting around in this muck. I have an idea. I'll go there and retrieve this cube once you find the last one. Cube. Good, good. Then I'll take this cube and we can be on our way. Watch out. Water's rising even higher when both pumps shut down. That was easier than I expected. I'm glad you were here to do all the hard work. With the cube I retrieved from the pumping pedestal, we should now have 5 cubes, exactly what we need. Now we can finally see about getting those boilers started. you'll need the Q button picked up to start all the boilers. Here, I picked up this cube for you. Shall we get on with it? You need to start the 4 boilers. Then we should be able to open the book's protected case upstairs. It should now be as simple as using the cubes to turn on the 4 boilers. Going to head back upstairs and see if the reading room has steam. If so, it should be a simple matter to release the book. Yes, it worked. The steam is flowing. Now, it should be as simple as... do it. At last. I hope it was worth it. Please, be my guest. You deserve the first look. Besides, it could be very dangerous. These books are known to drive many people insane. Oh, good. Be sure to say hello to her nurse, Mora, for me. What happened? What did you see? Different people have very different experiences when reading these books. That's a fairly common experience, at least for those who remain coherent enough to report what they've seen. You were in Apocrypha, or at least your consciousness was. Your body remained here, of course. You should read the book again until you reach what appears to be the end. Then you will have fully understood the knowledge it contains.
done, my champion. Your journey towards enlightenment has finally led you here to my realm, as I knew it would. Your progress since obtaining my Argma Infinium has been rapid. And now I find you here, following in my servant Murak's footsteps. You also are Dragonborn. You also seek to learn how to bend the world to your will. All that he knows, he learned from me. Here then, use the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Murak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Murak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price. Even dragons submit to Murak's voice. Without that power, you cannot face him. So say I, Hermaeus Mora, master of the tides of fate. You please me, champion. Your loyalty will be richly rewarded. The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library. My word is as true as fate, as inevitable as destiny. Bring me what I want, and I will give you what you seek. Send the Skull Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
Did you actually learn what you needed to know by reading that black book? You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you. What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learns some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived. Well, that gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Tel Mithril. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
Dior, you must be calm. I'm sure there's a good reason Baldur left us.
Something isn't right, Fennar. I feel it in my bones and I smell it in the air. Baldur wouldn't leave without telling someone.
Don't worry yourself over nothing, Dior. Do you want a head full of grey hairs before you've seen 40 winters?
It makes my heart heavy that you don't believe me, Fennar. Baldur could be in danger and you will do nothing. If you won't help me, then I'll ask the Allmaker to send someone else who can. I am in no mood to talk, outsider. One of the Skull has gone missing. It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village. I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it. South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skull would be grateful.
I have been taken against my will. I am in need of rescue. Are you... Outsider. I remember you. You're the one who freed the Skull from the dark spell. Thank the Allmaker that you have come. These accursed elves have taken me from my home. I do not know this word, Thalmor. But if you mean the elves, they were trying to learn the secrets of forging Stalwart. Their leader, An elf named Ankarian has a map. He says that it shows the location of a hidden source of Stalrim. They have a ship. They took me there and showed me the map. You will find it on the northern coast of the island. Please, do not let Ankarian make his weapons. Kill him or let him live. But take the map from him. It belongs with the Skull. I will return to the village. When you have the map, please bring it to me there. And thank you. May the Allmaker bless your days. It is good to see you again, my friend. Did you find the elves at their ship? I know you faced great danger to bring this map to me. There are no words to tell how glad my heart is. Thank you, Brave. I name you Friend of the Skull, and I will trust you with the knowledge of forging in Stalrim. If you bring Stalrim here to my forge, you can use my tools to make what you will from it. Until our next meeting, Skull Friend. May your hunts always bring you game, and your crops grow tall and bountiful.
My son and I gather items to trade with travelers.
I heard from Dior how you went in search of Baldur. That was very brave. And in fact, that's just the kind of courage I'm looking for. Modest as well as brave. Most admirable. I can see why the Skull think highly of you. Yes, I think you're just the adventurous sort I need. I have a job offer for you. As a scholar of history, I've always found Solstheim to be most intriguing. I've made many forays into the ancient ruins that cover the island. I've come to know those ruins so well, I could draw you a map from memory. That's why I noticed the new passage the moment I laid eyes on it. An old tomb, I think. It must have been opened by an earthquake that accompanied one of the Red Mountain's eruptions. I'd love to have a closer look. Those old ruins can be dangerous. I'm no adventurer. I'll pay you to watch my back down there. I'll be heading back there soon. If you're interested, meet me at the ruins and we'll see what we can find. Now I'm off to pack for the expedition.
You speak the truth.
So the dragons have returned. Well, the Skull have survived worse. Hermes Mora. Old Herma Mora himself. So he is the source of Mirak's power. Of course. We have many tales of Herma Mora trying to trick us into giving up our secrets to him. And now he comes again for what we have long kept from him. That is our name for him. The Demon of Knowledge. He has always been our enemy. So it falls to me to be the one to give up the secrets to our ancient enemy. I do not know if I have the strength to face him. The Tree Stone is still corrupted. The land is still out of balance. But with the other 5 restored, it may be enough. It will have to be. Yes. The Skal also tell of the day when we must finally give up our secrets. When Herma Mora finally wins. As shaman, it is my duty to guard these secrets, but also to decide when it is necessary to give them up. I believe that time is now. If I am wrong, may my ancestors forgive me. Give me the book. I will read it and speak to old Herma Mora myself. I will make sure he lives up to his part of the bargain. That is my hope as well. I am trusting that you will make this sacrifice worthwhile.
Father, you must not do this. That book is wrong, evil, against everything you have taught me my whole life.
I must, Freya. It is the only way to free Solstheim forever from Mirak's shadow. There comes a time when everything must change. Nothing that lives remains the same forever. Do not fear for me, my daughter. This is the destiny that the All-Maker has laid out for me.
I stand beside you, Father, as always.
I am ready for whatever the foul master of this book has in store for me.
The Skal yield up their secrets to me.
Father! No, stop!
I won't not for you.
Do something!
Dragonborn, you have delivered me the gift I requested. In return, I keep my promise as befits a Prince of Oblivion. I give you the word of power that you need to challenge Mirak. You will be either a worthy opponent or his successor, as the tides of fate decree.
Father! What have you done? Go! My father sacrificed himself so you could destroy Mirak and lift his master's shadow from the land. Go then! Kill Mirak! Do not fail.
Are you so easily swayed? No, not yet. We should greet our guest first. And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn at the summit of Apocrypha. No doubt, just as Hermaeus Mora intended, he is a fickle master, you know. But now I will be free of him. My time in Apocrypha is over. You are here in your full power, and thus subject to my full power. You will die, and with the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again. You should not.
Did you think to escape me, Mira? You can hide nothing from me here. No matter. I have found a new Dragonborn to serve me.
May he be rewarded for his service, as I am.
Mira harbored fantasies of rebellion against me. Learn from his example. Serve me faithfully, and you will continue to be richly rewarded.
I can feel it. The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored. Does that mean... is it over? Is Mirac defeated?
What is her name? This secret.
Thank you. Whatever your other reasons for acting, you have done the Skull a great service. We will not forget what you have done. One more thing, Skull friend, if you will. I know it is not my place, but may I offer a word of advice, a warning? As Shaman of the Skull, I am charged with the spiritual well-being of my people. While you are not of the Skull, you are Skull friend, and so I give you this warning. Hermamora forced you to serve him in order to defeat Mirac. Do not let him lure you further down the path. The All-Maker made you Dragonborn for a higher purpose. Do not forget that. Walk with the All-Maker, Skull friend.
My mother was Skull, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
Hold still. Let me get a good look at you. Incipient madness, loss of self-awareness, black spots in the whites of the eyes. Any of the documented indications of Hermaeus Mora's permanent influence? No, you look fine. Well, at least no different than when I first saw you. Who? Oh, him. Well, I assume you killed him. Or Hermaeus Mora turned on him when you looked like the winning bet. Or a bit of both. Mirak's influence has vanished from Solstheim. So, I assumed you handled things. Why? Did something interesting happen? Well, that is what you hero types do, isn't it? I wasn't expecting anything less. Now, all that's left are these black books, waiting for another ambitious fool to be lured into Hermaeus Mora's clutches. Speaking of which, I think I've located another book, if you're interested. Here, let me show you.